Good evening, VV Nation. Happy Monday. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the channel, especially if it's your first time. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Ryan, how are you going to kick off this week, right? It's always a pleasure tuning in on these 6 p.m. videos. Well, there's one stock that's got my attention right now. That is going to be Take-Two Entertainment. The reason why? If you think about it, EA Sports, one of the biggest gaming stocks out there, going private, right? A lot of retail traders in these type of stocks. Well, now they're going to be forced to go into Take-Two Entertainment. They could choose something like Roblox, but that stock's not really doing a whole lot right now. Now, this company, Take-Two Entertainment, I've been covering. It's been a while. I think the last time I did I think it was a short, it was about a year ago. And when I watched the short, the price was around $158. It was actually a sell-off at that time from earnings, right? The company's been reporting pretty weak earnings. But there's a big project, actually one of the big, not even one of, the biggest gaming project in history. And that's what we're going to cover tonight, and how you can make some money off this game. So without further ado, let's keep it simple. I got a few articles for you, and we're jumping the VectorVest 7 software to show you the opportunities when it comes to this stock. So let's get started. VV Nation, it is my pleasure to let you know that our offers that we had over this past weekend at the 2-day investment seminar in Las Vegas, we're going to extend those offers out. So if you want the best prices on financial guidance anywhere, check us out at vectorvest.com/offers. Sign up now, as you have until October 6th to take advantage of these special deals. Now, the first thing I could hear you saying is, Ryan, why are we talking about video games? Well, look at this article. Saudi Arabia just spent $55 billion on EA Sports. There's the reason they're not the only buyer, and that's why Take-Two was on my radar in the first place. I talked about this stock way before the GTA 6, about a year ago, before a lot of the premium has been baked in. But now let's take a look at Take-Two and show you exactly why this game means so much to this company. First thing I want to talk about, look at the revenue. 2024, $5.3 billion, right? Keep that in your mind. Just over $5 billion. Total revenue for the company in 2024, right? Look at this. Grand Theft Auto 6 is expected to significantly boost Take-Two's interactive per share EPS, right? The forecast. Some of the analysts are projecting up a 200% boost when it comes to EPS, right? However, the game production has impacted the company's EPS negatively in the short term, a trend that is expected to reverse once the game is released. You can see, look at EPS negative $25, right? Reason why? Driven by high development costs and a large impairment charge of $3.55 billion. Think about it. They've spent more than half of their entire revenue in 2024 on this video game, right? So let's take a look and see what kind of splash this game is going to make. Now, there's 2 forecast agencies here that really the eyes are on right now. I'll tell you right now, both of them, they're not bad forecasts. We've got Convoy Ventures and DFC Intelligence. Now, the window for the first forecast, the first 60 days, right? It's when the hype's going to be the most with the video game, right? Total revenue, $7.6 billion in the first 60 days. That's more money than they made all year in 2024, right? Otherwise, on the low end, out of the first year, you've got $3.2 billion. So on the low end of the forecast, you're talking about roughly more than half of the total 2024 revenue of this company from one video game. Even though this is going to be the game of all games, right? This is going to be the largest release of a video game in history. And we're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. That's exactly why I want the stock on your radar. Now, the news and the hype of GTA 6 is already elevating this company, right? But I don't see it over yet. We still got till next year before the game is released. Now, the stock has already dropped once because of a release date pushback, right? But right now, they were thinking fall 2025, but they came out with an official date, and that's going to be May 26, 2026. And I do have a feeling this is going to be a sell the news type of an event, right? So I have a feeling the stock's going to lead up into this event with bullish momentum, with some volatility based on the news. But as the event occurs, yes, probably going to be some profit taking, right? That's why I want to put this on your radar well in advance here, right? We still got 3 months left out of this year, and that gives us another 5 months into 2026 before the release date. So there's opportunities when this is positioned. So let's jump in the VectorVest 7 software, take a look at the proprietary indicators, and take a look at the chart. All right, we're in the VectorVest 7 software. You can see price action, still a little bit of momentum to the upside right now. First thing I want to take a look is the value of the stock. Like I said, the premium already creeping up. Price at $257. We value the stock at $148. When I first talked about this stock on the video, it was $150, about $100 ago, about a year ago, right? I only have a feeling there's going to be more and more premium baked into the stock as the game is released, right? Because once the game is released and the money's flowing in, the fundamentals should get better, right? And if we look at the company's fundamentals, RV and RS, fundamentally sound. These indicators 0 to 2 scale. Above 1 is favorable, below 1 not so favorable. But because RV and RS above 1, this is typically meant for prudent style of investors. You're looking for both safety and price appreciation potential. And on top of that, look at RT. This just simply tells us if the bulls or the bears are in favor right now. Looks at the short-term price trend. Right now, that favor is with the bulls, giving us a buy recommendation on this stock. And just looking at the forecasted data here, sales growth rate 12%, earnings growth rate 24%. Not bad numbers. And I would like the sales to increase, and I have a feeling that probably will increase dramatically with the release of the game. But still, not bad numbers, right? Double digits forecasted data on both sides, sales and the earnings. So let's take a look at the chart and just see if the chart is making sense, or if we should just put the stock in our watch list and let the trade come to us. All right, here is the chart of Take-Two Entertainment over the last 12 months, right? First thing I want to say, look at price action. Nice, steady eddy, lower left, upper right. You can see I've had a trend line on here before. Let's just extend this out, see what it does. Look at that. We're still above the trend line. We're actually right on that trend line right now. And historically, that's a pretty good time to accumulate, right? You can see that retesting that trend line several times as the stock continues to move lower left, upper right, charging higher. Now, the valuation down below, it's been a little roller coaster ride, right? But look what it's doing now. The valuation is increasing. Now it's sitting at 150. Look at growth rate earnings starting to rise again, 24%. Sales growth rate was pretty stagnant, not very good before, but now coming at 12%. All of these items are rising right now over the last few months. Even earnings per share, right, also took a hit. Like I said, the company's fundamentals taking a hit. They're putting up pretty much all of their eggs in one basket, right? And we're going to see how that pays off. But more importantly, I think the news, the hype, a lot of things about this game is going to push this stock even higher, especially if you're a gamer and you know the importance of Grand Theft Auto. Huge franchise in the gaming industry. But I do like what I see when it comes to the turnaround of this forecasted data. You can see the straight line here. If you got some patience, yeah, there's a 200-day there could potentially hit. And let's actually zoom this back a little bit here. You can see it was hovering right around this 200-day, but again, the 200-day, nice, steadily moving up. So is the 20-day and the 40-day. So if you got some patience, if price action breaks below this trend line here, breaks below that 40, yes, a potential retest on the 200-day, that would probably be the optimal buying opportunity. But I can't say for sure if that's going to happen right now. So right now, what I see is a trend line here, right? And I see the buying opportunities usually being better at the bottom end of this trend line. So that's the play I'm going to take with this stock as of right now. And especially if any more news comes out, because the last news came out was the delay of the video game. And you could see the stock did a whole lot of nothing after that delay. But now confirmation of Grand Theft Auto 6 finally being released May 26, 2026. That is the catalyst I see for the stock to go even higher. So hope you enjoyed tonight's video. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what I had to talk about, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. Good night.